Hey there, chat. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ruin, and I run the place. Did you miss me? I bet you missed me. Welcome back to Your Turn to Die. Oh, check it out, guys. This is so cool. So, we are here, and man, we're having ourselves a lovely, lovely time. We're getting a good portion of the way through this next trial, and man, it's been a good one. So, let's continue here. Go to file 20 and keep it up. Huh. I'm already pumped. I don't know what this instrument is called, but I love it. So, chat, the last time around, the game changed. We are no longer in a competition against each other. We are now in a race against the enemies. We are here to bring an end to the game. For at least today, we want to put a stop to it. Gachot has done something, has performed some kind of infraction, and if we can find and prove what it is, then we can delay the game by a day and give ourselves another chance to escape, another chance to get out, another chance to move forward just a little bit. And man, oh man, the music has gotten inspirational because of that. So, let's go change the world. So, let's see, second trade. Let's ponder these trades again. The commoner that Kitaro started with apparently got changed to the sacrifice. At that time, I was with Keiji in the first floor kitchen, talking to Miley and someone else. In the end, I don't know who initiated this trade, but right now, I'll entrust everyone. The first trade, Keiji traded someone's Keymaster with my commoner. Apparently the power of the Sage lets you know the Keymaster even before the main game. It happened when we were sharing the laptop. It was So who sent me Kitaro's sacrifice. Even still, I'll believe in So. It happened when we were in Saplin's doll room, looking for Ranger's ship. Keiji took custody of all Kitaro's remaining tokens and used them to trade their cards. Kana tried to sacrifice herself by swapping my sacrifice and her commoner. But Kana received a commoner card. I believe Kana, this oddity must be Gachot's transgression. Everyone's final rules. Keiji confessed to being the Keymaster and Kitaro the Sage. Kana also confessed that she is a commoner. Where did the sacrifice disappear to? Okay. Is there an answer in the clues we have left? Out of all the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression? Is there something like that? I'd say there isn't for now. No, none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. Let me see this. There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. So Gachot's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gachot and Miley. Or else you think there was somebody who Gachot didn't want to die. The person with the sacrifice is really likely to die. That's why Gachot meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them there? That's obvious. The person who'd normally end up having the sacrifice. Kana. Huh? Okay, so that's an idea. Gachot had something to gain from tampering with the trade. It's not out there, but maybe in reality Gachot's an ally. Like he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. So is that too unthinkable? Perhaps he sent the sacrifice towards someone he wanted to kill. Think about it. Gachot has plenty of reasons to hold a grudge towards him. By formulating an escape plan, he trampled his honor as a floor master. You're talking about So Hiyori. Okay, so here's the theories. We have maybe his sacrifice wasn't sent to anybody. We have maybe new evidence. We have maybe he was trying to protect someone. We have something to gain. Maybe Gasho is an ally. So the theories are Gasho wanted to kill someone. Whoa. A perfect resolution. Be grateful. Okay, so we have maybe he wanted to kill someone. Maybe he wanted to get caught. Maybe he wanted to save someone. Maybe we haven't thought of it yet. And maybe he sent it to no one. Let's see. What have we not talked about yet? What evidence have we not talked about yet? Let's see. We haven't talked about these 4 papers. You selected item. There it is. Nailed it. The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. It looks kind of familiar. This isn't just like the torn up... That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, meow. Though, what use could this have? Why? Why do you have that? Huh? Oh, Miley. Curse her! Handing internal documents to the participants. Internal documents, eh? Internal documents. Gasho, just what is this roster? What indeed? He caught on to the fact I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Huh? Gasho just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Kai was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? Ugh. Come on now. What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but Kai knew, and he didn't even freak when we got the last set of papers. So these papers matter. There's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster. Progress. Let's do it. Oh, I love this music so much. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Sides are names. There's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Now, those are probably dead participants. Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this list, huh? A roster? Reminds me of something, meow? If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together. Okay. Extract. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's check it together, Sarah. Alright. They are sorted by the percentage. Sarah Chidowin, Naomichi Kurama, Keiji Shiongi, Kitaro Burgerberg, Shunsuke Hayasaka, Anzu Kinashi, Reko Yabusame, Mai Sarugi, Alice Yabusame, Renmaro, Kageyama, Megumi, Sashihara, Kazumi Mishima, Kana Kazuichi, Gin Ibushi, Hinako Mishuku, and Shin Sukumi. Oh, I know what it is. There is no so, is there? Because I feel like I brought this up before, that so doesn't appear on the list. let's cancel this for right now. I want to look at everybody else first. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Who would have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gashel's reaction seemed to indicate, too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. I know why you said that, Miss Kana. You said that because so isn't on the sheet. So isn't on the sheet, and that is irrelevant to this discussion. Very, very irrelevant. Besides the names, there's a bunch of names I never even heard. Kudamata, Hayasaka, Kinashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Now's not the time to get emotional. Okay. Hey, so, hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names are not listed here. That's what she meant by a follow-up. There's 4 names on each page, and I think there was 20 participants originally. And there's 4 people who are not listed. 4 of us? Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Look at this. Their names are sorted out of percentage. Ah, how creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent? These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? A roster. It's reminding me of something, Meow. Roster. Ah, I remember it, Meow. The bar on the first floor, Wolf. There was a list of names on the blackboard, Meow. Now that you mention it, that was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's name. I memorized it, Meow. Huh? Canned drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shunsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, Kyutaro. Meow? So that's 11. Can't drink was Anzu, Kana, Gin, Kyuge, Sarah, Joe, Nao, Hinako, Ranmaru. What? That's... yeah, that's 20. That's amazing, Gin. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, Meow. By the way, Big Sister, your roster, it's missing the names Kai, So, Kuege, Joe, and Nao. So we didn't have Nao, Kai, So, or Joe. Nao, Kai, So, and Joe. Those are the 4 that we know of that were missing. Okay. But wait, if we're missing 4 participants, we have 16 names. We're missing 4 participants, which was Kai, So, Joe, and Nao. And we would assume that we would have one more page that had 4 participants and then we'd have 20 people. So why are 5 names missing? This is a mess. Something's up. This is important information. I was useful, Meow. Yeah, you really were, Gin. You're a treasure. All right, let's take a look at this. View the first sheet. Second sheet. Shunsuke, Hayasaka, Ansukinashi, Reko Yabasame, Mai Tsurugi. Alice, Ranmaru, Kageyama, Megumi, Sashihara, Kazumi Mishima. Kana, Gin, Hinako, and Shin. Okay. So that would mean that they're between the 20 people on the can't drink and the 16 people here, there is a total of 21 names. That's what it seems to be anyway. I wonder if these 4 sheets are everything. Besides the names, there's a bunch of names I've never heard of. Whether they're dead or alive, they're listed on the roster regardless. There's 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. Exactly 1 sheet's worth, huh? No, that's not right. It's missing 5 names. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing. Meow, Kai, So, Kuge, Joe, and Now aren't listed, so... Huh? That's 5, Woof. Huh? Huh. I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry. Sarah, this ain't the time to be poking at little mistakes like that, alright? No, that mistake wasn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Gasho, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. If we add an unlisted 5, doesn't that come to 21 people? There's the rub. 1 too many. What's that mean, Meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, Woof. Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names were like this. Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shunsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, Kitaro. Okay. On the paper, we had Reko and Kitaro. Boy, I cannot remember, actually. Let's see. But on the paper, we definitely had me. First 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kuge, Joe, and Now. Kai, So, Kai. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, are all 4 names are present. The second sheet, Shunsuke, Hayasaka, Kanashi, Yabusame, Tsurugi, or Reko, Mai, Anzu, Shunsuke. All 4 names are here. The third sheet, Alice, Renmaru, Megumi, Kazumi. Alice, Renmaru, Kazumi, Megumi. This one too. And the fourth sheet. Huh? Shin is an extra name. The 0%er is an extra name, and these percents mean something. These percents got to mean something. So, why is Shin extra? That's only 1 person not on the blackboard, Meow. We've derived a 21st person. What's going on? Just who is this person? Who is Shin Tsukimi? Let's see. An unseen survivor, a participant who died unknown, or one of us. So, here's the problem. Here's the rub. The blackboard is public knowledge to us, that Gasho had no problem with us knowing. The papers is not public knowledge. And so here's the thing, an unseen survivor. Well, that makes 21 survivors. That's impossible because Gasho is not allowed to lie with the intention of deceiving, and saying there was 20 when there was 21 is just straight up lying. A participant who died unknown would also be I think would also make it 21. Because that person has... The point is that the 21st person would be dragged here. So it has to be one of us who is not telling the truth. Because, like, the dead, you know, we can't be lying about. It just wouldn't make sense, and there's no way to hunt it down. And also, an unseen survivor would be impossible because there's no way that they would let someone not participate in the game. just because they hadn't been met by everyone. So it must be that there was a name on the blackboard that we are all expected to know, but the internal papers know that the name is different. And so that's why we get 2 names when there should only be 1. And they wouldn't need to lie about the name of someone who is dead, so it must be someone who is alive and lying about their name. It's freaking so. That's why he got the number wrong. That's why he was like, oh, there's 4 missing people. Because he wasn't counting 5 missing names. He's the one with 2 names. It's one of us. Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias. If someone is using an alias... I see. Shin Sakumi is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way. Haha. Interesting. If we follow that logic, Shin Sakumi has already been identified. What'd you say? Sarah, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. It would be someone who's not on the roster. Because so it has to be someone not on the roster. It's one of the people not on the roster. And so Kai, So, Kuge, Joe, or Now. So Kai, we know it's his real name because of the laptop. So doesn't know anybody. Kuge is dead. So there was no way that Kuge could have rewritten his name or her name, because whoever Kuge is, he or her has already died before they ever made it to the blackboard. Joe, we know from outside this world, and Now knows Professor Mishima. Now, there's a chance that Professor Mishima would lie for Now. If for some reason Now felt like she needed to be lied for, but there's not really much reason for her to lie. So, everyone's accounted for. Kai, we found on the laptop. Joe, we know. Now has somebody to stand up for. Kuge never had a chance to write it down. It has to be so. Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. This is my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Ooh, that's interesting. It was written at the prize exchange. So that's a bit of a problem. Huh. Kuge is the name of Kana's sister. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away, meow. Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, it should be his real name. If you want me to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. Alright, buddy. Oh, I see it already. I'm gonna let him talk, though, first. Is this any time to be talking about this name? Okay, go on. I see you there. Keiji, you got something to say? What's the matter, Keiji? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Oh, there was no names written at the prize exchange. It was just his face. Sarah, recall the prize exchange. Prize exchange. Huh? Remember, there were photos, but no names anywhere. Was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Geshao together. We're your allies. Try trusting us so. No. Shin Tsukumi. Tsukimi. So is Shin Tsukimi. Yep. I want to trust you all too. But I... So... He's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh. Whew, is that enough? Yeah! So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is... Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster. You know about it, Meow? Yeah. Ah, here we go. Okay. We're finally getting into this. And so new even more. Because that's exactly the same as what I got on my first trial. What did he say? Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rates for participants in the death game. Oh. Victory rates for participants in the death game. And Shin has a 0% victory rate. And Sarah's victory rate is so high. That's why he hates us. There's this weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. Foolishness. How would they know such a thing? Because they tested with AIs. They used the AIs of us to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was. And I saw my own percentage. 0%. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm gonna be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. Oh, here he is. Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. We saw this at the beginning of the chapter. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? Oh, the beginning of the game thing isn't even talking to us. It's talking to freaking So. He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep who'll be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shin Tsukimi away. Ooh, new sprite, new eyes. So, why assume the name So Hiyori? Was he an acquaintance? I wonder. Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone. We're out of time? Sorry. It's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec, our discussion. Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress? That's... Shinsukimi, have you any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now. Sarah, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression? Evidence of his transgression. Yes, I have important evidence. Let us hear it. What would that be? 4 people are nominated by preliminary vote. In the final vote, 1 victim must be chosen. Whoop, nope. Unfortunately, that appears to prove nothing. No way. Is it hopeless? Stop. Dagnabbit, I didn't mean to do that. Nets, I didn't save. I should have saved. Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard, and also... I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I've told you everything just like I swore, so please save me. Win us an extension, please. Of course I will. I feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Sarah. This is our last chance. Let's think like mad about anything connected to this transgression. We'll all think about it and win, meow. No slacking, loner. Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion is definitely progressing. We've unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. We need to save. Got it. This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the death game. Sorry, that was a little loud. You said they determine the chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets that we're still overlooking? Indeed, the most unusual aspect is the fact that there are only 16 names here. If So was an alias, that means there's actually 4 not listed, right? Kai, Kuege, Joe, and Now are 4 not on the roster, meow. Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? Let's do a couple things. We need to save. And... now, I'd like to look... I'd like to look at the roster. Let's check it out together, Sarah. Okay. 15, 10, 25. Another 10. This makes 35. And a solid 35 at that. And then 9. And so this makes 44. And 8. And this makes 52. 60. 7.7 and 7.5 is going to make it's going to make just about 15 right on the button. So we just did 60 plus 15, 75. And is this last bit here 25? 5 and 5, 10. Plus 6 and 3, or 7 and 3 pretty much, is 9. So yeah, this is just about 25. Okay, so that's just about 100% altogether. I believe that is actually 100%. So the weird thing is does that mean that everybody not listed would come afterwards then? because there's not missing percentages anywhere, as far as I can tell. There is not enough missing number anywhere, even if there was any at all, to fill out an entire sheet, because they would have to be at least 2%. So, So does that mean Now and Kai and Joe and Kana's other acquaintance were all 0%ers? You said they determine these chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Our AI cells must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room have been that place they did the test runs? Ah, wait, they're AI, so they'd only have to fight digitally. Or they'd only have to fight digitally. True, no reason they would need to have assembled in that room. Come to think of it, I heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room. That they were all candidates who survived the first trial. All the candidates. The AIs in the monitor room were candidates who survived the first trial. In the digital world, we must have made to kill each other again. Wait a minute. Since we learned the loner's real name, there's no question it's these four, Woof. But I don't know what they have in common, Meow. That's a mix of living people, not living people, and someone we never met, Woof. There must be something in common. I don't think that Joe was in the monitor room. Was Joe in the monitor room? Man, I wish I could go back and see that sprite. The most unusual aspect is that there are only 16 names here. Stated that this roster shows rather accurate chances of victory, but what about the chances for the 4 who aren't listed? Don't you think their actions could even affect the odds of the 16? As for the reason they're not listed, I don't want to think about it, but perhaps those 4 dolls or something. Those 4 are dolls or something. Dolls. Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victories are the highest, huh? Oh no, I don't want to do this. Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? We've established the chances of victory in everyone's real names, but for instance, we haven't touched on them yet. For so many, there's something odd about the occupations. The occupations? Oh, now I need to look at that. If so was an alias, that means there's actually 4 not listed, right? Can't think of any common points between the 4, but maybe we can figure out something in common between the 16 who are on the roster. What these 16 have in common. Got it. This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the death game. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? What is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the words candidates, not participants. Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? Is there a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly? Then maybe participants and candidates. Okay. Now and Kazumi Mishima got kidnapped together. Joe and I also got kidnapped together. So, what if Joe and Now are not candidates? They were not planned for. So they are participating, but they were not planned to be in the game, but they just happened to be there when the kidnapping took place and they had to get captured too. And they got inserted as wild cards. AIs in the monitor room were candidates who survived the first trial. So let's take candidates who survived the first trial and use it against... Oh, cancel that. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. Clear stored statement. I actually want to extract, and I want to look at these occupations. High school student, boxer, act detective, baseball player. Office worker, high school student, singer, baker. Recco's a singer. Alice is a murderer. High school student. Elementary student, middle schooler student. Shin is self-employed. Okay, well, I don't know, but I think we can use now's AI's stored statement. Let's apply stored statement. There it is. The thing that matters is the candidates who were in that room, and the difference between them, between the people who are on the list and the people who are off the list, is people who are off the list did not have an AI. Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants are the 20 people who were brought into the death game. Then what are the candidates the floor master spoke of? Those left in the final vote, or those qualified to win? Yeah, those qualified to win. It's those with the qualifications, right? Those who fulfilled the conditions to be ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gachot, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he tried to kill a candidate. He would try to kill someone who was expected to win. Did he try to kill a candidate? Wrong. That would be defying the organization. If Gachot, who swears he would try to kill a non-candidate. What if there was one of us who didn't have the right to victory, a non-candidate? Gachot would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I know who has the sacrifice. Joe is dead. Kai is dead. Kana's friend is dead. He gave the sacrifice to Now because she doesn't have the right to win the game. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Please select the non-candidate. Is Now the person who's not a candidate? Yep. She got scooped up when she was with the professor, and he decided she wasn't allowed to live. Now. Yes? You have the sacrifice, don't you? Oh, this is a really cool song, but I just don't feel good. Huh? This roster lists the names of the candidates, those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Sakumi, with his 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room too, there was no AI of you. Yep, there was a Shin, and there was a Mishima. There was no Now, and there was no Joe. There was no none of them. No, there didn't exist a Now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. Oh. And so Gachot tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to Now. This was your transgression, Gachot. Fantastic, simply fantastic. Well done, Miss Sarah. All of your cooperation. You solved it. You solved the mystery. Yes, indeed, you are the chosen one. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long discussion. Our long, long discussion. And at the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice this whole time. When I thought about what would happen if it weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say it. Oh, man. It's entirely... well, it is true that it's not her fault. Gasho did this. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's also entirely reasonable. I don't know which one's the right one. This one strikes me more. It's entirely reasonable. I might have done the same thing in your situation. I'm sorry. Please stop it. All the fault lies with Gasho. Answer me, Gasho. Candidates, this death game, what's that all mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? That is my first and last hint for you. Are we all raised for the death game? Like, have our parents been planning for us to enter the death game ever since we were born kind of stuff? Good gracious. Last? Miss Sarah Chidowin. You have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code? It is written clearly. If there is a misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried 24 hours later. Huh? And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue. You demon. You're kidding! Stop! Everyone, please earn victory. No way! This is... foolish. Suicide. No, no! This is impossible. It should be over. Why this? He was going to do this from the start. Why? For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet, Gasho casually threw away his life. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon. This shouldn't have. Cephalin, please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No. You're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you, it doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything, just please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now is the sacrifice. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose, too. One of the commoners, So or Kana. Ah. Cruel fate. Now's the sacrifice. I'm the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. Oh. All the music is gone. We did so good. I thought he was trying to give us more time, and he just shot his brains out to make us keep going. Oh, please, someone save me. Oh. Now. You were such a great character, and I love voicing you. Dang it. I'm actually sad. Now's the sacrifice. I am the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. Everyone, won't you vote for Kana? I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? Store the statement. I think you're going to live, buddy. Huh? What are you... Please, vote for Kana. What are you saying, Kana? I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kana, which of us isn't necessary? Huh? Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade in for Sarah's sacrifice. Nah. Please. This is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. Because he's really not a bad person. This is so sad. This is so actively sad. Why can't I say anything? Why? Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kana. Don't be ridiculous, Kana! So... self-sacrifice? That's worthless. You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything. My feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kana. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this. So... Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack. I told you to shut up, Kana. Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing to do is choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana. Just stop it! It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets, or everyone will die. Got it. Mr. Policeman, just voted for Kana. Keiji! Thank you very much. This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So. Alice, you choose Kana, right? I can't choose anyone's little sister. Shinsukimi, I'm voting for you. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Gin, it should be an easy choice for you too, right? I do hate the loner. But it's not like I want him to die. If you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed. Save Gin or suggest a way out. Suggest a way out. You don't have to take responsibility, Gin. Big Sis Sarah. If you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then, Big Sis Sarah, your vote will... It's okay, Gin. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl, meow. Now it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sarah. Now? Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins even if it's a tie for first. Now So has 3 votes. Kana has 3 votes. And as the sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah. Big Sis Sarah, you won't do that, right? Please select who to vote for. Well, it's a good thing I saved a little bit ago. Too bad I can't save now. I'd love to save right now. Could I save right now? That'd be lovely. Could I save, huh? Could I do that? Could I do that, huh? Maybe? No, apparently not. Hey. So if I vote for Keiji, it'll just be a tie between those two. I'm very interested to know what happens there. But. I am almost certain of what happens if I vote for now, which is we get a short bad ending where we kill everyone. So that's what I think we'll do. Vote for now? Yeah, and then we'll skip up here somewhere, and we'll vote for someone else. And we'll save a big save on that slot. All votes have been received. Displaying results. Ta-da! I also wonder what happens if we vote for Keiji. Thank you so much, Sarah. No way! Big Sis Sarah, you betrayed us, meow! Oh, Sarah Lee. Look at your eyes. You poor soulless wretch. You can't be serious. You wouldn't. Is that your answer, Sarah Chidowin? This is reality, KG. The strong will tell you, I'm your ally. Don't be afraid, trust me. And in the end, they'll betray you. At the convenience and whims of the strong, the weak will die. Well, learned a little something about how uneasy a weakling always feels? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I've gotten tired. I don't want to die. I just want to go home. I don't want to play this death game anymore. Even if it cost all of your lives. So, goodbye. A sea of red unfolds before my eyes. There's no salvation. Tearfully, Safalin carried out exacting executions, one after another. Everyone struggling in anguish screams. I didn't listen to them. There's no way I could. Keiji, Gin, Kana, So, Hitaro, Alice. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sarah? Don't cry, Sarah. From now on, I'll always be with you. When we get home, I'll make you delicious meals. We'll sleep soundly, bathe in the morning sun, and go on walks together. Let's live happily for everyone. It's okay. I'll bear this cross. You did nothing wrong, Sarah. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Sarah, you did nothing wrong. I know that red text. I know who you are. Ending 1, Massacre. Oh, that's ending 1. Well, I guess, yeah, that's the first place we can end the game. Well, well, well. What an ending. That was really cool. Guys, I really love this game. I love this game a lot. So, man, this is something. So, next time around, we'll take that save that we had, and boy, I'm glad I saved at least once. Next time around, I will take that save that we had, and I'll get back up to where we were, and we will make a different choice. And I will save as late as I possibly can before that, in order to make sure I don't have to go too far, because I suspect we have 3 more choices we can make. We can force them to tie, or we can give a victor to one of the 2, and then we can give a victor to the other. And so, this is really something. Guys, I really, really love this game. It's great. So, for now, though, I'm afraid we must say goodbye. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely time. Please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, because I desperately want your attention in my life. I love hearing from you. I love hearing about your thoughts on the game, how things are going so far. You know, I've talked with a couple folks. They talked about, you know, slowing down a little bit more and talking about what I think and everything. Because I like to power through these games, because I always feel like I don't have enough time. And with this one, I only get to play an hour a week. And so I really want to see as much as I can, because I want to get to that part. You know, I know that there's always more stuff, and so it's like, I need to get to the next thing, I need to get to the next thing. And so it's easy for me to just power through stuff in this game. But, man, what a great trial. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And next time around, we're gonna pick an option and go with it. But I hope you enjoyed ending 1, and I'll see you all soon. I know you're gonna miss me, but try not to miss me too much, okay? Bye.